I feel like I've been holding my breath for over 7 years, and actually a lot longer than that, but I've become conscious of it since becoming a mom because I waited a long time. I waited a long time to become a mother. They called me, I think it's geriatric pregnant person, whatever. But becoming a mom and knowing that I am now responsible for another soul, another individual with a spirit, a soul, and a body who will have likes, dislikes, wants, needs, desires, and preferences, who would be under my care, under my nurturing, who I would be responsible for, who I would have to protect and love and educate. I started to just hold my breath a lot. And I don't know why. It's just something that happened. Occasionally, I will catch myself not breathing, and I have to remind myself to breathe, stop, do your breath work. But it was pretty bad. I go into their room. I have two. I go into their room and in the middle of the night and just check on them. How's the temperature? Are their feet under the blanket? Do they look comfortable? Are they breathing? Are they breathing? You know, if you're mom, you know what I'm talking about. You're just checking everything, but also not wanting to disturb them, not wanting to wake them up. So I found myself holding my breath as I'm trying to tiptoe in and out of the room, which holding my breath didn't do anything. Whether I breathe or not breathe, it's not like the sound of the breathing was going to wake them up, but that's what I thought I had to do in order to, go in there in stealth mode and check on them. I have a whole list of moments and times specifically where I feel like I'm holding my breath. Now that I'm on this journey and we're on this journey together, I know and I realize just how important our breath is. It's the first thing that we're given when we're born. They don't mark the time that you're born until you take your first breath. That first breath, that first inhale of oxygen is the time that they jot down for the time that you're born. It's our connection to life. And what I've come to learn and what I teach others is that it's also our connection to source, to universe. Doing the breath work, doing breathing exercises helps us also to regulate our emotions, regulate our nervous system. And so now I am conscious of it. When I find my shoulders rising a little closer to my ears than I want them to, or when I find myself, not breathing, I stop and I take a deep breath. And doing the breath work in addition to visualizing, or when I'm doing the red light therapy, has taken my healing from non-existent to the sky. And I'm so grateful. And now that breath has become essential in everything that I do. Taking that breath is the first thing I do before responding to my children, no matter what it is. It could be a discipline issue. It could be responding to a question. I want to make sure that I'm being thoughtful. So I'm taking that breath. That breath is the first word, in a sense, before I respond. When I am making decisions about life or business, stopping to connect to the breath, to regulate those emotions, helps tremendously. Or even when I feel unstable, I don't feel grounded, or I find myself slipping into old habits of anxiety, fear, doubt, whatever it is, I stop to connect to that breath. So in sharing my story, I hope that it also encourages you to be conscious, be more conscious of whether or not you're breathing during different moments throughout the day. To stop and connect to your breath, and it could look like different things. I do various techniques. So the 4 in, hold for 4, and exhale for 8. 4 in through the nose, pause for 4, exhale forward through the nose. When I am saying my affirmations or setting my intentions for the day, or for my intentions for my business, for my family, to read those points, read those intentions, and breathing through them as I say them. It has helped me to operate in peace and in clarity and in power as I move through this journey, showing up as the person that I want to be, the woman that I want to be, the mother that I want to be, and the entrepreneur and coach that I want to be for myself and for all of you. So I want to encourage you right now to just take a moment wherever you are, make sure that it's safe wherever you are, and breathe in for 4, hold, breathe out, and feel your body relax. Feel all of the negative things just begin to melt and fade away.